good, everybody? It's your boy, Tony Max. Y'all know I do it to the max. Coming back at y'all again with another fantastic episode of True to Life, where we discuss real life issues that affect real life people in real everyday life. Well, in today's issue, you guys, we're going to discuss insurance. Having a good husband is like having good insurance. Well, gee, why do you say that, Tony Max? The concept behind insurance is this. It's always better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. I'm sure we can all agree on that, right? Okay. Now let's take this and put this in a practical context of everyday life. Okay, y'all, let's just think about it. First, before we dig too deep in, let's just think about this, okay? Why do we get insurance? Car insurance, house insurance, life insurance, job insurance. Why do we get insurance? Do we get insurance because we intend to do something nefarious? No, we do not. We get insurance for the event that something bad happens. Why? Because something bad is always happening somewhere. And it's only a matter of time before it visits us. When cars crash, they're not called on purposes. They're called accidents. Well, gee, Tony Max, what does any of that have to do with the point? Here's the point. You get a gun to protect yourself, not to go out and become a mass murderer. Most normal, functioning people. Okay, no problem. However, in the event that a robber comes to try to break in your house, they're gonna know that there's a friend that they're gonna have to deal with as well. It's not gonna be an easy task. I said that to say this. For all of you ladies out there, men have civilized the world to such a degree that these modern-minded women actually think that, oh, I can call the police. Oh, I got a gun, I got mace, etc., etc. But you're forgetting one important component, which is the most important component. You have to get to your phone to call the police. Then you have to unlock your phone to call the police. And then you have to actually be able to focus on the numbers, or a number, a single dial, to call the police. You have to first get to your mace. You have to get to your gun. You have to take the gun off of safe. Man, come on, man, y'all doing it. See, listen, whereas if you have a man, you eliminate all of that extra. Well, gee, how, Tony Max? Well, because whatever weapon the assailant may have, or not, if he has a knife or a gun or whatever, guess what? Your husband is going to be the one to get his gun and go down there and deal with that guy. Or if the husband doesn't have a gun, he can take a bat, a stick, a knife, or whatever. But a man being a man gonna go down there and deal with it, because in that agreement of the two became one flesh, which is under God, till death do us part, you my flesh. Yes, you belong to me. You part of me. You my wife. You got my last name. I'm taking care of you, protecting you, providing for you, etc. So when some crazy dude breaks in, that's my job. And if I die in the process, that's part of the deal. It comes with the territory. At least you and my children will survive after me. That's the deal. Period. So ladies, when you don't have a man, guess what that means? When something goes bump in the night, you have to go and deal with it. Your life overall is going to be much more secure, much more organized, much more disciplined, and much more protected with a husband than it would without a husband. Don't you know that these guys are, haven't you ladies heard about, for those of you ladies that don't know, especially the beautiful women, for those of you that know that you dime pieces like H9s and 10s, the smugglers, the human traffickers, what they're doing now is that they're tagging your vehicles and they're tagging your homes. When they know that you're by yourself, you're alone, kids or no kids, they tagging you.
Close your eyes, visualize,
Yeah.
and repeat
For
after me.
the second wave of guys that come in to identify those tags and come bag you and send you to some third world country where they sell you into sex trafficking. This thing is serious. Yes, you need a man. For those of you dummies that think you are, oh, I don't need no man and I can do it on my own. Well, you go ahead. Go do your thing. I'm not even talking to you. You don't even matter in this conversation. You want to be a feminist? Go ahead. You want to stay by yourself? Go ahead. What are you going to do? You have no man. You preached and shouted from the highest of rooftops. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I'm independent. I really value stuff and things and education and money more than I do relationships. I don't care. Right? Okay. Well, guess what? What goes around comes around. Meaning this. When you're not being chose to be a wife because you chose education, money, and stuff over relationships, that's where your value is, then you can't get mad. And if something happens to happen to you, you did that to yourself because you could have had a man. All them qualified guys, blue collar guys that came at you because they wasn't ballers or they wasn't riding in a brand new Lambo or Urus or had on $1 million worth of jewelry, you passed them up. They wasn't good enough for you. So the next woman who has a traditional mindset snatched them up real quick and they probably engaged or married. So now she has protection. Insurance, ladies, insurance. So if she happens to get in a wreck, translation, a storm, a flood, a blackout, a brownout, or anything else, guess what? She's in good hands. With who? With her man. The same one you used to have, or same one you could have had. But now, he didn't make more than you. He didn't make as much as you. Or, no, he wasn't a baller. He wasn't rich. He didn't pull up in a brand new Bugatti or Lambo or Bentley. Yeah, you gonna mind somebody. See, that's the thing. We as men have civilized the world to such a degree that you just feel that, okay, now I no longer need a man now. Shoot, ain't nobody running around in roves taking nothing, and this ain't a dystopian society, so everything's pretty civilized now. We have 911 to call the police, 911 for emergency help, fires, firemen, etc. Infrastructure's in place, it's being maintained. I'm good. All I gotta do is go to work, go to school, get my education, go make some money, and buy some stuff so I can live the lifestyle that I want to live. Life sure is great. Until something happens. And guess what the harsh reality is, ladies? In life, something always happens. See, the problem is you don't need a man until you need a man. And then when you need a man, you really need a man. By that time, you in your 30s and it's too late, they're not checking for you. And these are just the facts. So those of you that place these things over the importance of marriage, family, and lineage, you deserve everything you got coming. For those of us that don't know how to cook, and those of us who don't like cleaning or don't know how to clean properly, then yeah, guys that don't know how to do that, they need you. Men that are like me, self-sufficient, 1,000%, we don't. Ain't nobody finna, all that rah-rah you done just got through doing, I don't need no man, hot girl summer, I wanna be independent, I'm independent, that's cool to listen to it, but you better understand that that's for entertainment purposes only. When you take that and you attempt to acclimate that into your life, this is who you become now. So when you do that, you exclude yourself, intentionally exclude yourself away from the dating market of qualified men that you want. I'm not talking about the Pookies and the Ray Rays, the Busters and the Losers, the lazy dudes, the beta males, the suckers, the lames, and the tricks. I'm not talking about none of them. This is only a conversation within the context of the men that you want. They don't want you. Why? Because you're not a wife. Why? Because you're too masculine. You probably fat or obese, even worse. You know what I'm saying? Or 1,000 tattoos, or smoking death sticks and popping pigs. Just a mess. Why? Because you didn't have the instruction. Look, ladies, all y'all gotta do is listen to us. I'm giving you the game. Go get the tattoos removed. Stop using vulgar language. Stop doing drugs and sucking down death sticks. Drinking and hanging out at the club every 15 minutes. And start giving some flirtatious signals to blue-collar men that you find attractive. That's all you gotta do. Humble yourself, be more feminine, and submit to the, whatever guy that you like. It's not rocket science. If there's a problem, there's a solution. Don't be wasting your money on these busters and tramps. If you run across a real live traditional woman, that's who you invest in. That's who you take interest in. But outside of that, they can kick rocks. Just saying. So with that being said, thanks again for the love and the support. Thanks for coming to the channel. Thanks for all the subscriptions that you guys continue to give me, man. I'm getting up there, slow but sure. I fell out the game for a little minute because I dropped my hard drive and lost all my information, so I've been out of there with posting. I just barely got back up and running again, but hey, we good. So again, thanks for the love and support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next we meet. Peace and progress to you, baby. P.L.A.Y.A salute. Successful, what she told me, motion is the last breath. Thought this shit would live forever till the day of my death.